Welcome, compadre, to Christopher Lee Fragrances.
What's up with the Charles Big Boss, coming back with another video. Now, I want to talk about designer fragrances. I get that a lot of people might have a Sephora next to them, a Ulta, Macy's, Dillard's, department stores like that, beauty stores like that. Majority carries designer fragrances. So I get it that I come on here and a lot of other reviewers come on there and we basically trying to appeal to a more fancier fragrance enthusiast that might like niche fragrances. But look, I'm for the people, man. You know I'm for the people. You might not feel comfortable blind buying niche fragrances because of the price point, and I understand that. You might be the type of person that's watching these type of videos and you want me just to tell y'all what designer fragrances are good, and y'all can actually go to the closest Sephora or Ulta around your little neighborhood and you can actually try out the fragrance. I get that. I'm not even mad. So that is what I'm doing today. This is not about no blind buying. These are fragrances you can test, bro, and try out for yourself when you go to the stores, okay? But these are date night fragrances, okay? You know I always got to come with the sophisticated, sexy type of fragrances. Like this Dolce Gabbana, the one eau de parfum. Now, this is a amber tobacco kind of rummy smelling fragrance. It got like grapefruit, coriander, basil in like the top notes, cardamom in the middle notes. It dries down to like this woody tobacco amber smelling, a little nuance. Okay, I will say that this fragrance does not last all day, okay? It was always talked about because it didn't last all day. Because when people smell a fragrance that's like a spicy tobacco in it, we just assume that it's gonna project, especially when you upgrade from the toilet. That wasn't the case. I think because the grapefruit, kind of the ginger opening, I think they use more of them oils just to keep the price down. Okay, y'all already know that Dolce Gabbana, the one, is already like $40 to $50. The reason why it's not expensive is because they didn't use that many expensive oils. So I know you seeing the tobacco note in there and you assuming like, okay, well, this fragrance should last a long time. But I think they added just a little bit of tobacco oil, because you know tobacco oil is very expensive. Okay, so if you got a whole bunch of that, yes, if you got a whole bunch, it's gonna make your fragrance last longer. But if you're just using a little bit, it's like it really don't matter for real. And that's the reason why you don't even really smell tobacco too rich and heavy inside the one in the first place. They use a lot of top notes, don't last that long, and that's just what it is. Y'all gotta deal with that, alright? But now you know. Another fragrance I love is Dior Sauvage Elixir, okay? Now this fragrance right here, very spicy, very cinnamony. And everybody know when you first smelled it, it always had like this real big burst of just strong kind of pepper, right? But yeah, I think they did use heavy cinnamon spice oil inside Dior Sauvage, and that's why it really do cost a lot. Like this bottle, you might find it for like $200. You might find it under $200 if you buying it from like eBay. But this is an expensive fragrance. It was $185 when I bought it like 4 or 5 years ago, or was that 3 years ago? I don't know, but it was a while back. When I purchased it, it didn't really cost that much. But now I just keep seeing it go up. And I can understand because we can smell the quality. Like the quality is there. Like I'm not mad about it. Y'all used a lot of them real woody, spicy notes, and I understand that them are real expensive fragrances, and I just know the cost, and I know that them dense notes, and I'm like real rich, and Dior probably sourced them from somewhere exotic, you know what I mean? So I understand the price do cost a lot, but as a penny dropper, I'm talking about you're gonna get compliments all day, and all you need is like what, 1 or 2 sprays, you locked in. Another fragrance that is a king, and I know y'all got it in your collection, this is that Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir, okay? Before they came out with the Absolute, which is like crazy because the Absolute really don't smell like elixir that much. It's like a whole nother floral vibe. But this was like peak vanilla, peak sweet syrup. Like when you first sprayed this, it was very sweet. Okay, when it first came out, everybody knew it was real sweet, but that sweetness was just the opening that lasted a good amount of time, though. I can say that it lasted like 2 to 3 hours for the opening, but once it kind of like got in there, you start smelling like kind of like a little tobacco as well, but you really smell that vanilla. You smell the wood in there, you know what I mean? And the dry down, real beautiful. The opening and the dry down was real similar, and it's a high concentration. And I swear to God, you can find this fragrance for not that much. Okay, you might be able to get this for like $120. This is a good bottle. I like it. It's really good. This is for sure a soul snatching fragrance. Okay, and speaking of soul snatching fragrances, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Christopher Lee Fragrances. Actually, my fragrance of the day is this Vanilla. Okay, one of the most beautifulest date night fragrances I got on my channel, and I actually want to show y'all my dude Mark real quick. So shout out to Christopher Lee Fragrances for sponsoring this video.
Meet Mark. Mark used to be a regular guy until his evil girlfriend took his soul. After she took his soul, Mark fell in love with her even more for some reason. But that didn't stop Mark. He still does regular guy activities. Mark even has a friend named Larry that has a soul-snatching girlfriend. If you want to be like Mark and have your very own soul-snatching girlfriend, just wear Christopher Lee Fragrances. But be careful, because if you're not careful, you might end up with 20 soul-snatching girlfriends.
So yeah, bro. You know what I mean? If y'all want to be like Mark, get y'all some soul-snatcher girlfriends. You know, tap in with you Christopher Lee Fragrances. But let's get back to the video, because I'm not in a designer category yet. I'm still in niche. But I got to make some clothes first before I can start being a designer fragrances. But that's still a great date night fragrance. Vanilla is great. Another fragrance that is like underrated, y'all don't talk about it enough, Armani Cold Parfum. Why don't y'all talk about this? This is fire, bro. Beautiful. First of all, let me explain how this smells. This is a lavender aromatic fragrance. Okay, so you getting like this floral, sweet, sugary type of lavender. Okay, but it's real citrusy, real watery. It's crazy, like, bro, the dry down, beautiful. I don't know why nobody talk about it. Thought I ran out. Here we go. Wee. I don't know why y'all don't talk about this. Armani Cold Parfum, like literally probably top 25 designer fragrances of all time, bro. Top 25 for sure. Facts. I don't know why people don't talk about it. The dry down is like this musky, powdery vanilla. It's great, bro. And speaking of musty, powdery vanilla, a fragrance that's very similar to Armani Cold, but Armani Cold came out first, to be honest. But I think YSL was a more popular brand, but I always kind of knew that YSL kind of jocked off Armani Cold a little bit. But this is YSL myself, the hodgepodge of all the other good fragrances. You know what I mean? YSL, this is one of the most uninspired fragrances, but what I can say is they copied the best parts of all their contemporaries. Okay, you got the vanilla in there, you got the florals in there, you got the sexy notes, you got the beautiful, good for date night. It lasts a decent amount of time. YSL, myself, Les Parfum is just a decent scent, and layer it with Armani Cold Parfum. I'm telling you, you're gonna smell the best. I swear to God, these two right here, best layering combo in the game, bro. I swear to God, hands down. I just put y'all on to something. Versace, you know what I mean? Valentino Uomo Born Aroma Extra Dose. This is also a great date night fragrance. I'm telling you, if you want you a soul snatching girlfriend, you want to get some of this. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know if y'all old heads realize, but the ladies, they like that floral, like kind of slash femme kind of fragrances. I don't know why. I think it got to do something with comfortability type. I don't even know how to say that right. Comfortability? I think that's how you say it. I can't pronounce words good like that, but I think you know what I mean, man. I just think it make women feel real comfortable when you kind of just smell warm and cozy like that, you feel me? Valentino Extra Dose, this is a fire fragrance. Another great fragrance, Paco Rabanne's Invictus Victory Elixir. This was mad crazy. One of the fragrances that got the best dry downs in the whole fragrance community. Yes, 1 million royal. Talk about get more compliments than anything else on this whole list. #1 compliment getter. It's something about that creamy tangerine they did. I don't know how they did it, but Paco Rabanne is just one of the most highest complimented lines ever, bro. When they come out with a 1 million, I'm probably gonna get some love 9 times out of 10. They rarely come out with a 1 million fragrance. That's not good. That's why they still one of my favorite brands. Lastly but not least, we got this Azzaro. Fire! Yes, okay. It's like a floral raspberry. A sweet raspberry floral fragrance. So good, man. I think they put cardamom in raspberry. I just can't even explain it. And raspberry is a real syrupy type of scent, so it's hard to kind of get it perfect. So the fact that they even figured it out, that's why Azzaro be making one of the best date night scents ever, bro. So shout out to Azzaro. Alright, but I'm Big Boss. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay fly, stay looking good. I'm out.
Nigga, I'm a big bill getter. Nigga, I'm a motherfucking big bill getter. Nigga, I'm a motherfucking